Welcome back, everybody, to Xenogears. It's been a little bit since the last stream, been a few days. So, I will do a quick recap of what we did last time. Last time on Xenogears, we climbed Babel Tower. Definitely no relation to the real-life Tower of Babel that was said to exist in the world. It just happened to have a similar name. Big coincidence. No, don't look into it at all. Anyway, at the top of Babel Tower, what we found was a 12-year-old. And she attacked us in a mecha suit, and after we kicked her butt, we were allowed into the roaming sky city of Shivat. So we are now in the big UFO we've seen flying around the sky every so often. And as we have just arrived here and done a save, we've got an entire new city to explore, so let's get to it, shall we? For the most part, at least. We did take a small peek because I was lost and didn't know where to go to find a save. So we did take a small peek into some areas. But let's look around here. What's going on here? Ha! Hey, haven't seen you before. You new? Welcome to the Shivat Liberation Barracks. But in actuality, we aren't as glorious as the name may suggest. But it's true that this is the barracks for the anti-solar troops. Or anti-Solaris troops. Just think of this as home and relax. But we're in an odd situation. We're picking a fight with an organization that has the power to manipulate the world from the shadows. And to think we're all just a motley crew of rioters from the land below. We're just a bunch of people who have lived most of our lives without knowing the existence of Shivat or Solaris. Come to think of it, it almost sounds like a joke. Haha. Alright, what's going on in here? Who is this man? What am I doing? Can't you tell? I'm working out. Gonna kick some Solaris ass. I have to get pumped up. It's all over for them. My last death blow skill. If I only had my Cyrus punch. You just leave it to me. Just take a nap or something. I'm gonna hit him with the squat thrust attack. Hey, this is just between you and me, but I'm the one and only hope for Shivat. I'm the secret agent man. In other words, I'm a spy. Well, ain't I cool? Hey, but come to think of it, if you're here too, you guys are probably no different than me. Oh. Have you already met with Queen Zephyr? She's a very nice person. We're all able to live like this because the Queen saved us. That large white statue of an angel at the entrance of the palace is a representation of a particular woman who sacrificed herself in the war 500 years ago. It's quite sad. She was probably the beloved heroine of the rebellion back then. Yo, this house is beautiful. Or basically an apartment for us land dwellers that were saved. I've heard that there aren't that many pure Shevites in this town anymore. Basically, it's been said a majority of them were lost in that war with Solaris 500 years ago. Well, if we're not careful ourselves, our fates may be similar too. So where did you fellas come from? From the looks of it, I'd say you're from the Ignis continent. Were you saved by the people here too? Yeah, I get it. We were all in the same situation. Everyone's got their unique story on how they got involved in this fiasco with the Gebler and the ethos and all that. The usual pattern here is many of the people were almost eliminated for some reason they don't know, but they were saved by the people here before they were doomed. Yeah, even if I were to have returned back to the land, they'd probably try to capture me again. It wouldn't matter how many lives I had, it still wouldn't be enough. So I've decided to stick around here. It's probably the case for the majority of the people here. And anyway, don't you want to make the bad guys pay for it? They gotta be crazy if they think we'll just take this lying down. And that's basically it. So from now on, we're all in the same boat. Welcome aboard. Sexy nurse. Sexy nurse that wants to murder the Solaris people.
Back in Kislev, I had to deal with homemade medicines. Oh, by the way, I've heard rumors that the enemy has some really cool medicine. I wanted to learn some of those techniques, so I snuck into their shop. But I was a little clumsy. I got desperate and somehow managed to escape and make my way to Thames, the city I had heard stories about. And that's where the good people here picked me up. If they hadn't picked me up then without a doubt I would have been a guinea pig for their experimental drugs. Because I'm so cute.
Yeah, they say this city used to be like any other city when it was on the ground 500 years ago. But after losing to Solaris, they launched just the palace block of the city up into the sky. It's basically an unbelievable story, but in reality, we're riding on that part of the city, floating out in the sky right now. In life, you just never know what to expect. But what if you're reading a strategy guide? Prima strategy guide. Know what to expect. What's down here? Hello. Whoa! Who are you? A new face? Jeez, don't scare me like that. I was wondering if there were some drinks down here. Are the higher-ups still planning on fighting with the country called Solaris? Aren't they the scary guys who actually control the world from the shadows? Ugh, this is too crazy. Just when I thought I'd be able to survive, I can't take this shit anymore. That man wants a good stiff drink because he don't know what to do. Hey, don't go back down there, Faye. Bitch. I control you. Follow my commands. When I tell you to go up, you go up. Let's go up. Ah, I love the music of this place. Alright, chat, welcome to Mascot Hell. Time to go talk to all the mascots here. There's a rumor that the secret room of the Sage of Shivat is hidden somewhere in this town. I wonder if it's true.
What? Well, that's strange. You smell like soil and trees. Yes, you do. Long ago, the Choo-Choo tribe lived in the woods with no interference. Yes, they did.
Probably ending with, like, nanodes.
I wonder if some way we could ever return to the lands and live in the woods again.
Aha! A guest! It's been a while. Welcome, welcome. It'd be great if you bought lots and lots of them. Let's see. Ooh, Alpha Souls are nice to see. Rose Souls. Rose Soul Dicks. Restore 30 EP. Sigma Souls, the best of them. Full EP. I'm gonna want a few more Zeta Souls in case we face more insta-kill enemies. I will get 2 speed stars, maybe even 3. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's get 6. Those speed stars are tools that will help us in the future. Let's get a few survival tents, a few more survival tents. There we go. I feel good about our items now.
Thank you. Please come again. I'll give you a discount next time.
Why didn't you give me a discount this time?
Bitch. Why, they're so beautiful. There are wonderful things that nobody else sells. Yes, they are. But this is a very important treasure of the choo-choo, so I can't sell it to you. Sorry. So please go to the counter if you'd like to buy something. Thank you, thank you. Oh, wait a minute. What you have in your hand is...
The mythical RPS badge. The legendary H&S badge. The tag badge even the maniacs are crazy about.
Why, this is a complete badge set of a gamer. Oh, I'm so amazed. Oh, that's great. Yes, it is. Would you like to exchange the 3 set with our treasure? It's a deal, yes, yes. Do you want to exchange it for Choo-Choo's treasure? Hey, chat. All those mini-games that we did finally pay off. The mini-games we did like 50 hours ago. Or at least the rock, paper, scissors one was that long ago. Finally have a purpose. Why, let's exchange them. Here it is. We received Charger A. Power Ring S. They're so beautiful. So, let's take a look at our things once we're done. I accidentally talked to him again. Let's take a look at what we got here. So if we go to equip, Power Ring S, attack value +5. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. In a game where, you know, we're level 50 and 56 is our attack power, +5 is a fairly large amount. And the other thing is Power Charger, which I believe is a gear equipment, is it not? Or the A Charger. There you go. Charge restores 50 fuel. That's also really good. In fact, that's insanely good. Because usually when we charge, we get maybe 20, 30 fuel. If we've got charged up, maybe 40. But 50, straight up, that's nice. Especially if I'm gonna have like high frame HPs on these units. So we'll give that right on over to the Weltall. The floating rock back there will take you to the wonderful Plaza Aqua Paradise, yes it will. Sometimes it's good to get away from reality and forget the cares of the world, yes it is. I like people in Shivat because they're all nice. They treat choo-choos the same as themselves, yes they do. But I heard people on the land are all scary. They lie, say hurtful things, hurt and kill each other. I'm wrong, right? They're all nice people, right? Well, not necessarily. Everyone isn't necessarily kind and good. I see. I hope everyone understands each other and lives happily together someday, yes I do. You're awfully straightforward. I like it. I'll give you this.
Something really good to tell you. I could let you in on it. It's a deal you can't refuse. Do you want to know?
Sure.
I see. You want to know? Yes, you do. All right, I'll tell you about the inspirational tradition of the Choo-Choo tribe. Yes, I will. Long, long ago.
Small dead stream part? What? I have dropped 0 frames. If any dead stream stuff happened, it was, not on my end. It would be entirely on Twitch. Twitch definitely did a thing. Damn it, I hate it when that happens. I'm sorry, chat. We're just talking to Choo-Choo, so you didn't miss too much. Don't worry. We're talking about,
Long, long ago, the Choo-Choo tribe had a great big guardian god who could step over huge mountains in one step. The wondrous Mambo god, yes he was. Omatsuri no Mambo? The Choo-Choo tribe and the wondrous Mambo god lived happily together in perfect peace. Yes, we did. A dreamy, sweet existence. But one day, a huge red fireball rained down from the sky and blew away our guardian god as he was asleep. Blam! Kablam! Boom! But don't worry, the great big guardian god became a star in the sky, and he now protects the Choo-Choo tribe. Yes, he does. Yes, it's a great story. No matter how many times I listen to it, I'm so moved, yes I do. Be careful now, remember, bad guys that pester the poor Choo-Choos will get punished by our guardian god. Yes, they will.
The guys in Solaris pestered the Choo-Choo tribe who had lived on this star from the beginning. So Gramps and Grandmas escaped with the people from Shavat, yes they did. But most of the Choo-Choos couldn't escape and were killed. Those guys ate them, yes they did. That reminds me, I'm hungry, yes I am. I just remembered I haven't had lunch yet.
Gurgle. Was this a Choo-Choo planet before humans crashed down and ruined things? Very possible. That's kind of what's being implied here, at least. Is that these are planet natives.
Forget the guardian god of legend. Nobody believes such fairy tales in this day and age. No. If a great big guardian god existed, he'd have beaten Solaris to death a long time ago. Yes, he would. Just a bunch of optimistic happy guys. What are we to do about them?
Exactly. See, this Choo-Choo gets it. Optimists are idiots. That's my old man sleeping noises. Oh, hey. Look at these. Thunder rod, stone rod, flare rod, ice rod, dynamite rod. Silver blood. Ethereal wind ammo, ethereal earth ammo, ethereal fire ammo, water ammo. So we can choose an elemental attack to load up for Billy. He currently has fire equipped, along with wind. We could give him water or earth as well. And then Warmare, Warhelm, and Ether Stones and Anti-Ether Stones. So these war mails are rather nice. Compared to our current equipment, for sure. So we'll grab a few of these. Do I want this dynamite rod? Nah, I think we're good. Thank you. Come again, will ya? I'll give you a discount. And back to sleep he goes. All right, let's equip these war mails.
The angel stood watch as the night ended. Twilight nodded off in the arms of a lost child from 500 years ago, and the sea serpent swallowed the dark. A wise Gramps taught me that a long, long time ago. I don't know what it is, though. Maybe just a spell.
I like how the choo-choos have these, like, relics from the past here and such. Let's go down. Oh, right. I'm gonna want to come back to this after I find a couple other items. We'll come back to this fountain, don't you worry. Oh god, controller disconnect, reconnect. We'll come back to that, yes we will, don't you worry. Let's take a little look around the town again. Oh, yeah. That FPS dropped down to 20. Oof. Can really feel it. Meow.
Hello, surface people. Take a look at this picture. It's me and my wife a long time ago. It may be hard to believe, but there was a time when we were young too, full of hopes and dreams. My wife passed away 2 years ago, so I asked the people in the world below to bury her ashes in the earth. My time will also come soon. Would you young people bury my ashes in the earth for me, too? I'm tired of waiting and believing. I want to rest in peace in the earth.
Damn, okay, we just met, but thanks for that trauma dump.
I was wondering what it would be like to live without getting old like Queen Zephyr. What has she seen and heard for the past 500 years? Did what she see and hear really bring her happiness? That I don't know, though. This country has been through a lot. We no longer have enough strength to fight Solaris. You people from the world below should go to the royal palace. Queen Zephyr will listen to your wishes and show you the way. You may be the new hope for those who are against Solaris.
Boy, that's kind of bad news. So we originally came to Shivat to get help at fighting Solaris, and then we show up here and everyone's like, "Yeah, we're down to nothing but fumes left in our city. We're not really equipped to fight anymore."
What's the use of having a gear if there's no one to ride on it? The only gear that needs maintenance is Maria's gear, which is hardly ever used. Well, to be honest with you, we don't have any chance in this fight unless a miracle happens. The battle was probably settled at the point where they let her escape in that war 500 years ago.
This store is about to be closed. Gears aren't needed in this town except for the Queen's troops. Oh, but please do take a look. We no longer have much business, but all the items are our pride and joy.
Gear shop. Alright, what do we have available in the gear shop? Let's grab a couple power magics while we're here. Let's check the tune-ups. Alright, engines. We have a V28 equipped. We can get a K35 now with 3,500 fuel, or a B30 with 4,200 fuel. So this is the choice between, do you want hit harder or more fuel? The correct answer is hit harder. It is always hit harder. Don't ever let anyone tell you something else. We have an 8,700. Let's get the 12,400. And the armor? Ooh, we can get an RX Metal 50. That being said, I think we're fine with the Z Alloy 3010 at the moment, just because the extra Ether AR value is pretty valuable. There's not a lot of availability for magic defense at the moment, so maybe we keep these. Although nearly doubling our physical defense is very tempting. The other thing is that it's a little expensive, right? My money, my hard-earned money, it's gone. In a matter of moments, it's gone. That was quick. It turns out giant mech components are a little expensive. What can you do?
We don't have equipment or materials like Solaris does. I mean, what the hell do they want us to do? Damn it, we aren't at a disadvantage when it comes to technology and ideas. We just need more stuff.
All right, up we go. So the only two mecha we outfitted with new stuff were FaZe and, how am I drawing a blank on her name like an idiot? I'm gonna cheat and pause. Ellie. I hate it when my brain does that. I know the names of all these characters really well. Their names are Frank and, Eli and Shit Hand. Oh, hey. Is this the thing? Is this the place? I think it is. Yep. Huh? And this doll's got something in its hand. We got a Dusk Rock. All right, there's part 1 of a side quest you don't even know we're in. This looks like it can be opened. A mirror. Spin! I'll trick this mirror monster someday. Not this day. Everything is all busted up in here. I like how you can tell that, this place hasn't been lived in for a while. This is... So they were killed by Solaris. I guess this was a child's room.
What kind of dreams did the children in this room have for the future?
We're fighting over lives, aren't we? And at times involving those that have nothing to do with the struggle. There are a lot of people who don't care if they hurt others. So this is where you all were. The Queen said this house was destroyed in the Great War 500 years ago. This house has been kept like this on purpose as a reminder of the war. Thank you for waiting. Please come to the palace with me.
Hey, wait up!
That girl. It's all right. Shall we go to the palace now?
Chat, did you know that war is bad? In case you didn't know, enjoy that cutscene talking about a child that was surreptitiously murdered. Yeah, but I bet it was a really cool big robot that did it, at least. That's the palace entryway. There it is, the Dawn Rock. Yay! I knew it was across from the palace entryway. Alright, back to Athel Aura. You thought the rocking horse was haunted back then? It spooked you? Fair. It is kind of like a haunted trope to have the rocking horse just go on its own. By the way, if you never talk to this one standing on top of the thing, you don't ever get to pick those rocks up. You have to talk to this Choo-Choo first. And the reason is, if you pay attention to the dialogue here, it is a hint for where to find these rocks. The angel stood watch as the night ended. So, follow across from where the angel points, and that's where you find the Dawn Rock. And then Twilight nodded off in the arms of a lost child from 500 years ago. That's where you find the Dusk Rock in the child's room, being held by a toy. And the sea serpent swallowed the dark. Now it's time to go find the last one. And that would be down here in the fountain area that I said we'd come back to later. We're coming back to it now that we have those two rocks. And we're going to find the last thing. Finding the last thing is a little bit of an activity, though.
Yes, yes, I'm listening, dear. It reminds me of the good old days. This is the place you and I met for our first date, isn't it? I recall that on that day, dear, you read me a poem that you said you wrote all by yourself. I thought it funny that such a romantic still exists in our day and age, but I was delighted by it. Nothing has changed here. Truly important things can't be taken away by anyone.
How lovely. Okay, maybe you're not the person I have to talk to then for this. We'll find the right person to talk to soon. It is in this area, though. I'm sure of it. It's a nice fountain. Maybe it's through here.
The city has been wandering the sky like this for 500 years. Just watching the ever-changing countries, the world, those who have appeared and disappeared. The people in Shivat lost power, so that's all they could do. Being able to observe may have been a reward for those people here.
The people in this city had dreamed of going down to the land again for a long time. They dreamed of the day when they could go down to the free world after fleeing from Solaris. I have a hunch the day may not be too far away.
Could it be through here, maybe? There was a second door. I can't see. Ah, there you are.
After all, pain only causes more pain and sadness. How come those guys up there don't understand such a simple thing? Just relax. Have fun fishing like that sage who disappeared.
Do you like fishing? Boy, do I.
I see. Then would you like to try catching some fish in the plaza? Oh, fishing is prohibited there, though. I have some good thread. Want it for just 50G?
Sure, old man.
Hey, you've already got some good spider thread. Try hanging the line in the center of the plaza. You'll catch a fish if you're good.
Center of the plaza would be on top of this. All right, chat, you ready to go fishing? Are you sure we can catch any fish, even without bait? Huh? Fish are biting. What do you want to do? I don't know, chat. What do you think I should do? Should I reel it in? Reel it in. I did it! Can't believe it. Now open your mouth and let's take a look. I found it. This is it. The Dark Rock. There we go. That was the last rock I needed. Hooray! And with that, the side quest is pretty much complete. We just gotta go turn it in to the right person. What the hell was that monster? Don't worry about it. It was just a fish. Just a fish. Teehee. Okay, now we have to go back to the beginning area down here. The reason I didn't go down here the first time is I remembered it from the side quest. I didn't remember it as the save point area. But it is the save point area. Okay, it's one of these stairways leads me to where I want to go. This is back here. Might be the down stairway. We went down there earlier and didn't get much to do. Ah, here we go. First, let's go talk to this guy.
Oh, are you new? It's been so long since last time we had a visitor from the surface. This is a plant shell. Vegetables and fruits needed in Shivat are grown in here. Since we live away from the land, we must put more effort to get our food. Right now, it's a dusty season, so only the staff members are allowed in. Humans are good carriers of germs, you know. I'll bring some fresh thunder strawberries for you kids to eat, so look forward to it.
Man, these old people must be really old. Like, maybe they're 35 or something. Alright, so this lift normally doesn't work. Alright then, we'll set those 3 stones we found in here. The stepping stone is brought back to life. Let's go. Whee! Now, maybe it's just me, but I think it would be incredibly dangerous to stand on one of these things while it's moving. Imagine the wind blows just a little harder than you're expecting. Oops, I fell 3,000 feet to my death.
We're here.
Accidentally received a choo-choo idol. A choo-choo idol? Is this a representation of Choo-Choo's guardian god? You think this is what Choo-Choo rides when it grows so she can fight? No, let's not go imagining dumb things. It's not good for your heart after all. I don't care how it all began, nor do I care what happens in the end. I just live with Choo-Choo and die with Choo-Choo. To hell with humans! They're liars, greedy, selfish! I'm going away. I've had enough of it. Received Power Crisis. Received Pan-Alpha Soul, Hobstake, Fizzimentasol, Samson Tear, Yamato Belt, Hard Star, Speed Star, ETH Drive, Vit Drive, Strength Drive, ETH Def Drive, HP Drive, and EP Drive. You thought we were only gonna get a couple things in here? No. We get a pretty big reward for finishing that little mini quest. And I think that might be everything, but we'll, see if we can hop up here and touch these. Reach out and touch me. Alright, I think that was everything. But hey, that's a pretty solid amount of stuff. We got, like 15 items. And now we take the very dangerous ride back to where we came from. Okay, now we will head to the palace, because I don't think, at least, there are any other things to do in Shivat right now. Except go to the palace and do stuff in the palace. can take a quick once-over around town, though, just to make sure. Jeez, so laggy. Hello.
Why do humans hate and hurt each other? Everyone lives under the same blue sky. Will there ever be any relief from the pain of losing what was precious to us? When will it be the day we can understand what all this loneliness and sorrow was for? In short, we may be repeating the same mistakes we made 500 years ago.
A philosopher. Well, yeah, I can philosophize too. This is the gear shop. Hey, what's up?
Oh, this is the end of the city. If you're not leaving yet, you should turn back.
I'm out of here. All right, to Shivat Palace. Let's go.
This way, please.
So, you know, they were talking about when we were speaking to people around the city, how they don't really have much in the way of gears and stuff anymore, except maybe for Maria's and maybe a couple others that the Queen's forces might have access to. Why was the 12-year-old the one standing guard at the top of Babel Tower? I know there's a storyline reason for it, but why did you send the 12-year-old to go fight to the death?
How's the surface doing lately? I'm sure the people down there are living blindly and yet peacefully as usual. I seriously doubt any spy would be able to get in. And as I expected, since we have new people from the surface, there's increased security. And you never know what might happen. If anything ever happened to the Queen, it would be disastrous. Welcome to Shivat. We've already heard that you are our guests. Please use this room as you please. You are welcome to use the bed to rest.
I mean, I guess we're down a couple of points. If it's free, it's free. Ooh, and a save spot, too, for it. Lovely. And a chest filled with nothing. Remove Satan from the party, how dare you. You can pry this war criminal from my cold, dead hands.
So you're the newcomers from the surface, hmm? Seems you all aren't like the usual land dwellers we get. But we're always happy to have more friends to fight against Solaris. I look forward to working with you.
Yoroshiku tanuma.
To protect Shivat from the outside, the ancient technology of the gate is used. It's fundamentally the same thing as the stuff Solaris has planted on the surface. Even with Solaris' technology, the gate cannot be broken through. But at times, I come to think about whether this gate is only for protecting us from Solaris. Maybe that man left this gate behind to separate us, to isolate us from the rest of the world. If that was his intention, then Krelian is indeed dreadful. Does that man's resentment truly run that deep?
Krelian holds the true power in Solaris, is what I'm saying. The irony of fate. Once that man fought alongside Roni Fatima, Queen Zephyr, and Lacan against Solaris.
But now... Oh my god, the doors are real. Ah, I see. You're the son of Khan. Have you met Queen Zephyr yet? She still can't forget about the tragedy in Nisan during the Great War 500 years ago, even though it wasn't her fault. I assume she can't forgive herself for betraying and abandoning her fellow members, even though she had no knowledge of what was going on. Oh, I may have said too much. I'm not supposed to know anything. Anyway, keep up the good work in overthrowing Solaris, young man. Isn't it funny? We came here looking for a technological powerhouse on par with Solaris, willing to field an army and ready to go toe-to-toe with the strongest power on the planet. And instead, what we found was a bunch of old people and a dying city. Oof.
Balthazar brought Maria to Shivat about 5 years ago, along with that Sebjan. Balthazar said he snuck into Solaris by himself and tried to save Dr. Nicola and Maria. He laughed as he told me he managed to escape with Maria and take that Sebjan as a souvenir. Sebjan being the name of the gear. Maria's father, Dr. Nikolai, was captured by Solaris, and nothing has been heard from him since. In any case, I'm sure he's being forced to do research on gears. If they develop Sebzen further into a new gear weapon and start mass-producing them, well, to say the least, it would be more than we could ever handle.
So remember old man Balthazar? That weird guy we met in a cave who knew a shit ton about gears? Maria is Balthazar as well, his granddaughter. Long ago, humans were with God in a paradise in the sky called Mahanan. The place was protected by the power of God, and humans were never exposed to the fear or danger of death. However, one day, humans enter God's forbidden garden and ate a fruit which bestowed upon them tremendous intelligence and power. God found out about the incident, and the humans were banished from paradise. The prosperous times were over, and an era of sorrow and hatred began. That was the first part of the legend of Genesis that is passed down from long ago. They say a legend such as this contains some truth to it. It is not known how much of the Genesis legend is true. However, the anima relics made through God's wisdom do exist. Solaris's Gazelle ministry is desperate to find the anima relic, and Mahanan, a place known to be God's resting place. If Solaris attains that power, no one will be able to stop them. And then, what would happen to the world? Humans banished from the paradise were foolish enough to revolt against God. In order to resist the power of God, they created 12 anima relics and called themselves gods. For 10 days and 10 nights, the world shed its blood. Mahanan was enveloped in flames. But human strength was no match for God, and the arrogant humans were destroyed by God's anger. Only a few righteous men were left behind on the land. However, God was also tired and wounded. He decided to rest in the deepest depths of the earth.
God's rest was long, but eternity is only a moment to a god. And since then, the righteous men who did not revolt against God had to live in the harsh nature by themselves, being in constant fear of death. The legend also says the following: when the righteous men's children are born again, God will awaken from his long rest and give a helping hand to them. If the legend is true, what will the awakening God bring to the people? What kind of existence is God, anyway? Religious philosophies.
Kind of sounds like the legend from Nausicaa. It kind of sounds like the legend from, I don't know, Catholicism, Christianity, Islam. It sounds somewhat similar to a few things I've heard before. Oh, I'm so hungry. Is the meal ready yet? Whatever you do, it all goes back to food. You got it, food! For me, I get the feeling I'm most alive when I'm eating. Isn't the same with you guys? You eat to live, you live to eat. Or do we live to eat? We don't know, do we? I bet those Solarians are always eating all the good stuff. Ah, that's unforgivable. This man wants some foie gras. Or some other fancy dish. Beef Wellington. We're still running around in the sky because of the war that broke out 500 years ago. It doesn't make any sense. Why should we have to suffer for what our ancestors did? What do you think? I can't even get fresh ingredients for meals. I've had it! And that, chat, is why I played the song The Sins of the Father from Metal Gear Solid 5 before we started stream. It's a little, thematic. Hello, child.
Choo-choo, my friend. Midori really talks a lot. It's amazing how much stuff you have to talk about. We can have a conversation without talking. Have you forgotten already?
Sure.
Oh, welcome. You look good, Faye. The meal will be ready soon. Please, join us and eat to your heart's content.
Yui? Why are you here?
Oh, didn't I tell you before? I was born here. After you left the village, I decided to return to Shivat along with the survivors of the village. Because the soldiers from Ave and Kislev were showing up around there.
I see.
Welcome back.
Oh, it's so nice to be back. Thank you for your trouble. I'm sorry for putting so much trouble on you.
What are you saying? It's not your fault. There's nothing to worry about. The people from the village understood after they came here and heard the story. They couldn't blame only you for that incident because Solaris was behind it.
Yeah, but...
Have you met with the Queen yet? If you haven't, please go say hello to her as soon as possible.
Okay, then I'll see you later. So hey, in case you were wondering why Satan wasn't worried about his wife and child when he knew that Ave and Kislev soldiers would be investigating the area, it's because he knew they left the area. Also, if you were wondering why Satan was so gung-ho about getting Weltall and keeping hold of it, rather than just bringing it back to one of the armies and leaving it out somewhere else, well, it's because he knew that there was no way Faye was ever going back to the village. The village ain't gonna exist anymore. Everyone's in Shivat now.
That great war 500 years ago. I can remember it like it was yesterday. It's something I can't get myself to forget. Many lives were lost, much love, many dreams, friends. Those irreplaceably important things in our lives were scarred and left to bleed. Are those days going to return once again? I don't want my children or grandchildren to go through that nightmare.
You humans are truly unusual living beings, aren't you? You're all like shattered fragments of a mirror.
Hey, what's up? We've been flying up in the sky, right? Well, it isn't easy getting supplies. We can't just go down and get all our own supplies either. We made it this far somehow, but if the situation continues like this, well, we've got to do something.
This month is gonna be tight. We're gonna have to cut down on rations a little to make it. But everyone will probably gripe about that. What are we gonna do?
So hey, in addition to their military and fighting force no longer being up to snuff due to most of the people being dead in Solaris and only a bunch of old people being left for the most part, they're also doing real poorly on keeping up enough provisions to keep people from starving to death. So Shavat's not in the best place right now.
Maria has truly done so much for us. As of now, many of us consider her to be the guardian angel of Shavat. Regardless of how well she can control Sebjan, she's only a 13-year-old girl.
Oh, sorry, I called her 12-year-old. I got the age wrong, my bad. She's practically an adult at 13. 12, baby, child. 13, full-grown adult.
She's probably worried to sick about her father who's been captured by Solaris.
Yeah, she's middle-aged. Yeah, there you go.
Balthazar has strongly told Maria not to leave Shavat under any circumstances. He probably said that because he knows that if provided with the chance, that child would immediately try to fly off to Solaris, all by her lonesome to rescue her captured father, riding on the Sebjan.
Sebjan.
The scientists of Solaris had bitter experiences in the revolt by the Lambs 500 years ago, so they decided to do some work on the Lambs. They've inserted various limiters so that they would never be able to revolt again. For the past 500 years, Solaris controlled the Lambs' consciousness, behavior, and all. Naturally, Lambs don't know anything about it. That makes it even more unforgivable, although it is highly efficient.
This land is a testing ground for Solaris. Their objectives are genetic engineering, crossbreeding, and mind control. They want to collect data for the newly created organisms and general combat data. Lambs are merely livestock to be raised for Solaris' purposes. The ethos was established mainly to control the lambs. They're not doing this for fun either. It's an important simulation. Creating appropriate organisms that can align themselves with the anima relics is one of their important objectives. Well, in any case, the lambs will continue to be Solaris' guinea pigs unless someone stops them.
The limiter restrains the lamb's abilities, but there may be a way to remove it. Tora Melchior, he used to be one of the 3 sages of Shavat. He must know a way to remove the limiter.
The whereabouts of the 3 sages, Melchior, Balthazar, and Gaspar, have not been known since the Great War. Chad, do you recognize those names?
Anybody? The Luca references. If you mean Chrono Trigger, there was a Melchior in Chrono Trigger, and a Balthazar and a Gaspar, yes. But that is not a reference to Chrono Trigger, because Chrono Trigger is referencing something with those names. Although, I don't think Chrono Trigger was referencing it. I think they just thought the name sounded cool. It is biblical names. Melchior, Balthazar, and Gaspar are the names of 3 wise men. 3 magi, you could call them. Now you get the reference. There you go. They were the 3 wise kings back in the day. Or at least according to the Bible.
There's even a rumor that they lost faith in humans because of the tragedy in Nissan. Solaris' activities have increased once again. I wonder where they are and what they're up to.
A man named Krelian was the mastermind behind the planting of the limiter and the lambs. He was originally a lamb himself. He learned molecular engineering from the sage Melchior, personally. And he misused it for such a terrible act. He's an unbelievable monster.
So hey chat, based on this conversation, what we have learned is that all of our party members are fighting with training weights on. The limiters have not been removed yet.
This is the tactical command room. Currently, we are keeping track of the activities of both Solaris and the land and collecting data. Lately, there's been a lot of unusual activity down on the surface. Do you think Solaris found something?
So the anima relics were created by God's wisdom. I wonder if that is truly the case. All in all, that unit was meant to merge with something inorganic. That would be the proper assumption, at least. Well, it's foolish of humans to try to depend on such things. Oh my, I've said too much. Please forget what I've said.
The power of the Omnigears was so great that they could even hold back Diablo's collapse 500 years ago. If any more of these fall into the hands of the enemy, our future, and even those of the land dwellers, will be... I implore you, land dwellers, we require your assistance. Shavat must collect the remaining anima relics by any means necessary.
That which the Gazelle Ministry of Solaris desperately seeks is the 12 anima relics created by God's wisdom. The merging of an anima relic and a gear can produce an omni-gear. But the subjects must be in suitable synchronization or else the transformation will not occur. Some of the anima relics have been discovered, but there are still more left undiscovered sleeping deep within the earth. Even we have been devoting much to the search, but to no avail.
Rico must have double the amount of limiters. Nah, he just slow. Poor guy.
The powerless are maimed and slaughtered all because those crazed leaders give out one bloodlusted order. Doesn't matter how advanced their technology or culture may be. It's the same thing. Not one thing has changed over the years. It's become so sad you can almost laugh. How long does this have to last?
Well, this is the library where many books have been gathered. This place is packed with many ancient books you cannot find on the surface. If you're a book fanatic, you drool over books like our first-run prints, limited books, autograph books, banned books, and mountains of hard-to-find books, and more mountains and mountains of books.
Time for Faye to put on the reverse bunny suit to seduce the relics.
Totally.
It's just too much. Well, setting all that aside, if there's something you want to know about from the past, it'd be a good idea to go in and talk to the librarians. Don't worry, it's their job anyway to tell the new people from the surface about the past.
So I can go in there and read 1984. Banned books.
Long ago, I've heard that a lone choo-choo was taken from the town by wise men. I haven't heard what happened after that. I hope that choo-choo is doing well. At one point, Solaris and its Gazelle Ministry made up of 12 elders. dominated the world with more military might than they have presently. The people on the land were treated like slaves. If any of them resisted, they were quickly and mercilessly dealt with. They treated the people as if they weren't living beings. And eventually, people on the surface began to rebel from all parts, and ultimately led to the Solaris-Shevat War of 500 years ago.
What? Slaves don't like being enslaved and will eventually rebel? Crazy, no way.
The Great War that unfolded between Solaris and Shevat 500 years ago, why, it was a heroic battle with the freedom and independence of the land dwellers at stake. The rebel army, which centered around Shevat, was successful at attacking the inner citadel of Solaris, but only with tremendous sacrifice. However, before we almost made it, the unthinkable happened. A new enemy appeared that even Solaris had not anticipated. That was when the nightmare began. The nightmare never before seen. A nightmare that we pray we would never have to see again.
Don't leave me on a cliffhanger, old man. What happened next?
Aw, man. Diabolos. The sudden appearance of the mysterious army put a full stop to the battle between the humans 500 years ago. Those angels of death, utterly unrivaled, with no fear, no mercy. Their only intention was to eradicate all life on this planet. Even Solaris' proudest gear battalions were mere flies to them. Nothing stopped them as they indiscriminately slaughtered and trampled upon countless lives. At that time, people were certain that the end of the world was approaching. Dominated by feelings of constant fear and hopelessness, it was a dreadful life.
The reason mankind was able to make it through and survive certain death 500 years ago was because the power of the giants created through God's wisdom. Roni, Fatima, and the other young fighters piloted these giants and destroyed the heart of Diabolos. Seeing an opportunity to counterattack, mankind desperately stood up against Diabolos and successfully annihilated them. Roni, Fatima, Queen Zephyr, and the rest of the young ones put their lives on the line and won back the future for this world.
Those giants which fought long ago to save us, an existence which surpasses all other gears. They are the legendary Omni-Gears. One of them is the treasure of the Ave royal family, which is currently resting somewhere within the continent of Ignis. But I can't guarantee it, at least. After the war and collapse of Diabolos, similarly to the land dwellers, the heavily beaten Solaris forces began to pull back and return to their home country, taking along with them vast numbers of land dwellers as slaves. We couldn't stop them at the time. The only way for the war-torn land dwellers to survive was to depend on Solaris. After the brief moment of hope, Solaris once again began to reign over our lives. A cold and harsh era had begun. 500 years have passed, and the reign still continues. No one knows how long this is going to last. Surviving through the Great War of 500 years ago and the Diabolos collapse, we and the rest of our comrades secluded ourselves on Shevat. At the time, Shevat was being constructed at the tip of Babel Tower, but we were able to escape to the sky before Solaris once again ascended to power over the land. And since then, we've been wandering the skies while overlooking the activities of the land below.
You're probably already aware of this, but this Shevat is protected by a special gate made possible by an ancient technology. Even Solaris cannot break this barrier, and because of that, we were able to avoid being invaded to this day. But even with that, we don't have the power to attack Solaris either. It's a stalemate. Basically, we've just been glaring at each other.
Yeah, it's a stalemate, but while you guys are sitting around slowly rotting from the inside out, Solaris has been pumping iron and getting strong. Through slavery. After the war, Solaris used a gate, much like ours, to separate itself from the surface. And then they erased all memory of their existence from the surface dwellers. Due to this, the surface dwellers are still not aware they've been secretly dominated by Solaris all this time. To be born into a false reality, to grow up in it, and to die in it, without ever approaching the truth. That's the life of a surface dweller. So you're saying we're in the Matrix? All right. Time to go talk to the Queen. Can we assume that at least one of the Diablos is out there? No, of course not. That'd be crazy. Hey, this guy looks familiar. What's up, wise man?
You're finally here. Where have you been?
Why are you here?
I've told you before. I learned martial arts from your father in Shivat. The Queen is waiting. Go ahead.
But first, we're snooping in more rooms. Nothing doing in here. Lots of interesting conversations in this place, especially about the past of the world. Especially about 500 years ago in the past, because, you know, what we've learned from going to other areas of the world is that history and information about 500 years ago has been basically totally erased from 500 years plus, right? And now we know why. It's because Solaris did a memory wipe, along with genetic modifications to the people.
Please come in.
Let's go talk with the Queen. The Queen, who looks suspiciously like a Japanese Miko.
Thank you for coming such a long way. I am the Queen of Shivat, Zephyr. Your Majesty, you're the... I may appear to be like this, but I am actually 522 years old.
In case you can't tell, she looks like a kid. 522? Is that really possible?
Yes. I and a select few of my vassals have undergone some special life-extending treatments. We were required to continue living until that final day approaches because of one man. To continue living. This is our atonement for that tragedy 500 years ago. Let us discontinue this discussion of the past. I have heard many things about all of you from Wiseman. Wiseman has been conducting his operations on the surface under my orders, to keep an eye on that man's activities. Additionally, he was ordered to bring anyone from the surface who would be of help to us to Shivat. 500 years ago, we fought against Solaris for the freedom of the land dwellers. And even after that, we continue to resist Solaris, although we are short of any true power. Land dwellers, can you find it in your heart to help us? We must free mankind from the grasps of Solaris. We must gain true freedom and build a peaceful world to live in.
I see. You're quite right. But there's no guarantee that you aren't the same as Solaris, right? Even if Solaris were to be defeated, the people of the surface may just as well encounter a new dominator.
However, I tell no lie. When I say we are doing this purely for the future of the land dwellers, if you still cannot believe us, then defeat Solaris, gain back the independence of the land dwellers, and then see if we still embrace the heavens together. It should do you some good to rest in the palace and think about it. You must think about what you ought to do. But remember, Solaris has been quite active lately. We do not have much time for leisure. As for you, Ellie, your family and friends, you must understand that they will all have to be your enemies. Without this clear understanding, you may be placing your companions in a situation where it may cost them their lives. Yes, I understand. Very well then. Now go and get some rest.
Okay, good meeting. Let's go take a nap. Well, my extrovert battery's drained. Going back to my room to take a nap.
Faye, go with Shavat. Your father, Khan, would have wanted you to.
Okay, thanks. Guess I could have saved the nap till now, but I kind of forget how some of these cutscenes go and whatnot. Teehee. See, remembering, like, side quests and stuff is easier because trying to figure out what the hell you need to do for the side quest can take a while, right? And so it gets more ingrained in your memory. But then for this other stuff, it can be easy to forget some of the minutiae between the big events. All right, back we go. Now part your electric curtain, so we may talk face to face.
Have you decided?
All right, my heart is set. You can say let me think some more if you want to keep exploring before continuing the storyline or anything like that, but I don't think there's much else for us to do in town, so let's say my heart is set.
All right.
Huh? What was that shaking all about?
Your Majesty! Was that enemy? Your Majesty, something dreadful has... What is the meaning of this? Yes, that is, we have an intruder in the dock area. The gate generator has been destroyed.
What?
What is the damage report? Yes, ma'am. Subsystems are destroyed. Gate generation has dropped 70% from normal. We're devoting everything to firefighting and repairs. It will still take some time. And what of the intruder? Yes, we believe it's just a lone Gebler soldier. It seems the individual has escaped to the number 17 hangar. Number 17 hangar bay? Sebzun! Maria, wait. It is too dangerous to go by yourself. But we can't just let the spy be... Your Majesty, we have our hands full just trying to fight the fire on the shield generator. If someone doesn't do something, it's possible we'll have more losses. I'll be fine. I can go it alone.
Okay. So, that's a lie. As you may have been able to tell by her having a portrait, Maria is going to join our team. And let me tell you, Maria is not very good as a character outside of her robot. Inside of her robot, she's pretty darn good, but outside of the robot, she's pretty darn weak, as you would expect a 13-year-old to be.
Maria, what can you do now when you don't even have Sebgen?
That's a good question. She's right. The Queen's right. Then should we go down with Maria? It's the Geblers, right? I'm still ticked off at them, so I'll take them on.
Is that fine with you, Faye? Then please take care of Maria. And be careful out there.
Then let's get going, Maria.
Then let's all go together. This may be asking for too much, but would it be possible to have one of you stay behind with the Queen? We do not have the combat experience, and if something were to ever happen to the Queen...
All right, I got it. Then one of us will stay behind. Who will we leave here, Citan or Ellie? The correct answer is... Citan. After all, we just upgraded Ellie's stuff. Don't worry, I'm sure it's safe to leave Citan here. He's got lots of combat experience, and he'd never do anything untoward toward the Queen, right? Alright, so let's take a quick peek at Maria's statuses, shall we? If you notice, her attack is garbage, her hit percent is garbage, her evade is garbage, her ether is okay. Her ether defense is okay. Her agility is kind of slow. Her defense is good. She's got some nice defense. She's well equipped. But, yeah, when it comes to her output, not the best. And if we take a look at her skills, she cannot learn death blows. She has no death blows. She has a couple spells, though. Robo Beam and Robo Missiles. No weapons. Billy should give this girl a gun.
Oh my, this has gotten serious. Seems you can't get in because of the emergency security.
But you're all quite lucky. A legendary vendor like me happens to be here through sheer coincidence. I got a line of quality goods, sir, so if you have anything you need, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, thanks for your sales pitch. Actually, wait a second. I wonder. Maybe I should take Citan instead. Just so I have a heal. Either... Either that or we just heal with items and, You know what? Fuck it. We're fine with this team. It's good. We're gonna take the girls out for a nice picnic. All right, to the central dock entrance.
It's no use. The defensive shutter is closed.
Isn't there some other way to go down to the hangar?
We may be able to go down if we use the emergency shaft.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt. And you breathe that in, and you can constantly taste the salt.
That's a lot of salt. I don't care if it's not used normally. We can't waste any time here.
You're right. They won't be waiting for us. I see. Well, the entrance to the shaft is just above here.
You were hoping for its no use? You didn't get it that time.
This is it. We can go down by entering the shaft from here.
That's fine, then let's go. Tense violin. Alright, so hey, wouldn't you know it, for like the 15th time in this game, we are once more in the air ducts. This game sure does love putting us in the air ducts. Looks like the right is a pathway that goes forward. How about the left? Oh, cool. Alright, cool. A Shivat map, hey!
This map is of the lower layer levels in the emergency shaft. You can use it once we get down to the floor several levels below here.
Well, that'll come in use later. Eventually. Forbidden. Tough bastard. Robo Beam! How did that fit inside of these air ducts? There you go. There's Maria's ability to attack. Oh no. Ow. Look at her go! Yeah, get him with the bubbles. So yeah, Maria is not going to be doing damage, aside from if I use her ability to call in the robot. pretty much the only thing she's got going for her on foot, is that the robot is a giant robot. Oh wait, that's where I came from. Duh. Hey, why is this broken? Who broke this thing? What's this? I'll go down for a second, but if it looks like this is progress, I'm going right back up. Nope, just an item. Queen's rod. The queen had a rod? Happy Pride. Happy Pride Month. More forbiddens. Here, let's missile this thing. Yay! Somehow that did less damage than Faye just punching and kicking. Ooh, gold bullion. Money. Good, I'm gonna need that. I just spent, like, all of our savings. So yeah, as you can tell, Maria is the most spellcaster of the spellcasters, or I guess more like a summoner, since she's not casting spells, she's just saying, big robot, shoot them. Of all the characters, because Maria will never ever deal more than like 1 damage when she hits something herself. Due to being 13. But hey, at least the robot is strong.
If you hit the switch, you can change the direction the windmill is spinning.
Button. Yay, I press button. Tears. Ouch. Don't you love little child Maria putting her dukes up, bouncing back and forth, like she's ready for a boxing match? Unification increases power. Oh, shoot. That's a problem. Get him! Good try, Maria. Reminder, she wanted to go out here and do this alone. I don't think it would have gone well for her. Ooh, oh, oh! Well, that was bad. Alright, well, we know that for the next time we encounter these guys. Oh no, she missed the death blow. That's bad. Oh, we're dead. Shoot. Wow. That thing killed the crap out of us. Oof. It was fast as fuck, too. If only Ellie didn't miss her death blow, we would have been fine. Well, shoot. Gonna have to do some of that over. I think I'll take Satan with me instead of Ellie this time. We need someone that's better on foot at hitting things. I was thinking of taking him before, but thought it would be fine. And then that enemy showed up and just basically one-shot the whole party, so we gotta be a little more careful. Alright, let's fast forward. Hey, Satan, join party. Sorry, Ellie, we're leaving you behind in this reality. Because the last reality didn't go too well for us. It was this way for the map first, I think. I think it was directly to my left. These guys, right away. All right, well, this time we know not to murder one of them right away. To split the damage. Shoot him with the robot beam! I do not want these things to have a chance to attack after one of them has been killed. They're a little scary. And this leads to the stairwell, the big spiral staircase. Seriously, why does the music right now sound like I'm in the Resident Evil mansion? I was almost expecting to turn a corner and see some poor unfortunate soul named Kenneth being eaten. Alright, luckily it didn't take us too long to get back to where we were. Alright, let's change up the windmill real quick. And of course that means we must get upon it. Get up, get on up. I guess I'm going down?
You can use the map you found earlier on this floor. It's always a good idea to have a map and take a look at when you lose your way, right?
It is a good idea. Oh my god. I forgot how needlessly complex the map looked at first glance. Okay. So we're there. I think those are staircases. The little, like, circle spiral spots on the map, I think those might be staircases. And the one I just came from, those ones are the elevators. All right, then. I suppose for now we're gonna just go all the way south to start and see if there is an item at the end of the road, which there very well may be. These guys are back. Will you bastards stop attacking children? Pick on someone your own size. And then he attacks the child again. Or I should say, it attacks the child again. I love a little windmill wind up. It's hilarious. Dude, enemies haven't even attacked Satan a single time, let alone looked in his direction. Jeez. Oh, the first time they actually try to attack him, he just evades. Maybe that's why they weren't attacking him. They knew he was him and would just dodge. So storyline-wise, we shouldn't have any access whatsoever to Maria's summoning ability, I guess. Right? But, I believe the devs realized if they gave you a completely and totally unusable character that deals 1 damage only at all times, it would feel kind of bad. Hey, a battle apron. Put the apron on, Faye. Oh, never mind. It's only +5 attack. Never mind, you can keep the apron off. That's not worth it. No naked apron Faye for you, chat. Sorry. These guys we absolutely want to take out one at a time as fast as possible. Don't want them to have the ability to break free from their stone prisons. Ah, damn it. It's free! Ow! I thought Faye's turn would come back soon enough to avoid that. I was very wrong. Let's take a peek at the map. Okay, so there's a staircase here, I believe. Or I could continue over to the west, and that leads to a staircase as well. I'm gonna go down this way, because this looks like it leads to dead-end stuff, which means there should be some items. Alright, there's something. A ruby helmet. Nice. Aqua Soul DX. Rose Soul DX. Nice. Solid finds all around. Hey, Satan finally took a hit. Took a while, but it finally happened. Robo Beam! Hey, Maria has learned how to do Robo Punch. Okay, so next I can take myself to the black area out of this blue area. I've got a couple of places I can get there from. And it looks like if I go there from one of these areas, it should connect to the rest, I think. So yeah, if I go west-northwest, we'll lead ourselves to another stairwell, and we should be able to go from there. So let's do that. Right over here. Joe, what are you doing here? Now that door there just won't open. This is no good. Even Big Joe here has given up. It won't budge. Damn. But hey, we found Big Joe for funsies at least. Once more, Big Joe shows up where you least expect him to. You know, despite the fact that Big Joe is kind of pathetic when it comes to his actual capabilities as like a combatant or anything like that, at the end of the day, he is finding his way to all these exotic places, so he's got plenty of interesting stories he should be able to tell. At the very least. Uh-oh. Help us, big robot friend. Blast it. Help us, Faye. Kick it. There we go. Is that the door I'm looking for? That's the door I'm looking for. All right. Now we should be in the black section. Yes. Okay.
Hold 10.
We're gonna missile blast this one. Rain missiles upon my enemies like it's Macross. Whiplasher. A new whip. Alright, let's see. I guess I'm taking south here there. To this stairway. What's my present? Ooh, economy Thur. That's really good. I'll show it real quick. In fact, might even equip it to Maria for now. Oh, the silver beret is 24 defense. Interesting. Economy Thur halves EP usage in battles. It's rather good. On anyone that's casting a lot of spells, having them only cost half the amount of EP is quite nice. And considering all Maria is gonna do at all is cast spells, we'll give it to her. At least for now. Obviously, once we're out of this area and don't have to use Maria as a party member, we will then give it to someone else. Because generally when you're on foot, you don't want Maria on the team too much unless you're building her really heavily to make the robot do lots of damage. Honestly, Economy Ether is a good equip for just about every character in the game. It never feels bad to use half your MP costs, right? Half your mana. Hey, look! I found the thing that was blocking it. Hey, it's moving! This is what was blocking the door. Weird. Hey, look! They only take 1 damage. Oh god, a buzzsaw! Holy crap, that's a huge buzzsaw. Help! Oh god. I didn't sign up for woodshop class. Please stop. Ow. Turns out taking a 12-foot tall buzzsaw to the face hurts. Robo punch. Hit them all. Well, that also did only 1 damage. I guess we're punching. Congrats, Maria. Even you can be useful in this fight. Yeah, she did it! Maria punched an enemy to death! Yay! Congratulations. Oh, hey. Let's just go tell Big Joe we fixed the door. Oh, but first we're fighting these forbidden thingies. So one thing that I've always noticed when Maria summons the robot, and you're gonna have to pay attention to it now because I can't stop paying attention to it, is any time that she's in the middle of her spellcasting animation, if you pay attention to her head sprite, they do some sort of weird manipulation to it where they're like, it almost looks like a balloon getting inflated with air for the animation. Now I'm thinking about life over here, so just leave me alone. Okay, fine, Big Joe. I just want to let you know that the door works. You can contemplate life all you want, sir. Look! Look at her head! It looks so weird. Getting inflated like a balloon. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness it didn't get another chance to attack. Those things are dangerous when they get a chance to attack. Hey, we're back outside. When did you know? A save point. Start with an Aqua Soul. And we'll give Maria a Biz Fruit, and then we'll save. Ton, what are you doing there, buddy? Oh, these things again. Well, I know your gimmick is take only 1 damage from each hit. Excuse me. Big sneeze. Can I go this way? I can. Don't know if this is the way I need to go or not. I'm wondering if I should take this Gallant Belt and put it on Maria for now, but it's fine. Satan, dude, we're done climbing the ladder. Stop it.
Oh, okay.
Then he just stops the climb animation. Hey, now don't go falling off for no reason. There we go. Let's go down. Many oofas. Stairs. So I know it wasn't true for this game because obviously it doesn't make use of them, but I remember spiral stairs being a really big thing in certain years on the PlayStation once they added the DualShock controller technology, as in when analog sticks finally existed. Because for those that don't know, there were no such things as analog sticks before a certain era of the PlayStation 1. And the whole reason behind these spiral stairs was that you could move your characters in a much more fluid manner on them with an analog stick than with the D-pad inputs, right? Huh, am I going that way or am I going this way? Oh, just a save point here. Okay, cool. But first, a fight. Yeah, for anyone that's too young to have been there at the time, I implore you to, the next time you have to do like a circular movement motion for your characters, do it with the D-pad instead of an analog stick, and see how much more cumbersome it is, how much less natural it feels to move. Oh, okay. That thing was very close to dead. Gave it one more little love tap and it shattered into a billion pieces. Okay, first things first. Let's heal. Then we will save. Unification increases power. Ouch. That hurt.
Once we get through that manhole, we'll be able to enter the hangar.
Let's go.
Whee!
Now, are we sure we'll be able to enter the hangar? Because, Let's try this door over here.
Where's the intruder?
It's you again. You pests aren't making my job any easier. Dominia!
Never thought I'd come across Sebzen in my place of escape. I'll be taking Sebzen. Originally, this belonged to Solaris anyway.
I can't let you take that gear.
Then try to stop me. Huh? That child. You. Are you the daughter of Nikolai? Undoubtedly, I am the daughter of Nikolai, Maria Balthazar. What of it? I see. So you are his beloved daughter to whom he offered himself to undertake that difficult task. Hey, little girl. Want to hear an interesting story? Now let's see. How about the cursed secret of Sebzen? What do you mean? What do I mean? You'll understand it when you hear the story. For the past several decades, our scientists had put so much effort into this research of creating evolved gears. Regardless of how great the pilot one is, as long as it is human, there will always exist a time lag and human error when interfacing with a machine. And that was when your father, Nikolai, was targeted. He was a genius in the field of cranial nerve mechanisms. They made Nikolai search for a way for humans to go beyond humans, by merging humans with machines. In other words, they were trying to create a new life, an ultimate weapon, by connecting a living human brain directly to a gear. It would have stayed as a mere fantasy without Nikolai, but that genius made the fantasy come true. That's a lie! My father would never do such a horrible thing! I tell no lie, Maria. This is the truth. Your splendid father succeeded in fusing man and machine, and he opened the gates to hell for the lambs. As a matter of fact, various data and components obtained from the War in Ignis and the battling in Kislev were used as experimental materials. That's how the special humanoid mutants, the Wells, were born. Wells created in Solaris were then tested on the surface. Only the Wells that passed the tests were dismantled, restructured, and reborn. They became the gear's central control circuit and became part of the machine. It's all the result of your father's great research. Sebzen is a prototype of a man-machine fusion gear. In other words, Sebzen was completed at the cost of innumerable land dwellers' lives. And in the nerve circuit of Sebzen lies...
Don't you think you've said enough, Dominia?
Who is that?
Oh, it's him. Why are women always so gossipy? They jabber about things they shouldn't be talking about. Just hopeless.
Josiah, you? And what are you doing in Shivat? At one point, weren't you considered to be the next Gebler Commander-in-Chief?
Ah, don't go getting so excited. I think you've played with enough fire for today. Go on home. Maria's the only one who can operate Sebzan. You should be well aware of that.
Fools! Don't get so cocky. The party has only just begun. But I guess it's all right. My mission is complete. All that's left is... Maria, I'm afraid I must go now. Enjoy your party.
Wait! Dominia!
Father.
Hey, Maria, don't mind what she told you. What's going on?
It looks like our guests have arrived. Let's head upstairs. The Yggdrasil's also accommodated in the dock. I'm sure the other guys are making a fuss over it. I got a bit of a ominous premonition here. I doubt it, but they might have.
Sebzan.
The Solaris gear units are on a high-speed interception course with Shivat. It would be reasonable to believe that their main targets are going to be the 4 gate generators. They are probably planning on finishing us off since Dominia's demolition has weakened the gate output. We've scrambled our interceptor units, but I do not know how they will fare. The people of Shivat are not accustomed to gear tactics. I want to avoid unnecessary sacrifices if at all possible. Yeah, I know, Doc. We'll head out. We're already involved and we can't just stand by and watch these people die.
Faye.
Well, I don't like the idea of working for free, but I don't like the idea of turning tail and running from them even more. So let's do it. It doesn't matter who they are, I'll take them all down in my Brigadier.
Yes, we'll do what we can to protect the people here.
Since the day I met y'all, there's been nothing but trouble. But I've come this far with you all. I guess there's no point in bitching about it. I'll show them what happens when they tick the great Rico off.
I'll go too. The enemy was able to get in because they let the Yggdrasil in. We can't allow the people of this country to be in danger because of us.
Yeah, right on. Go for it, young'uns. We're depending on you. Especially since my life also depends on it. I've got no intentions of kicking the bucket here.
Shut up! Dad, could you just not say anything?
All right, I know. Man, why can't this kid be more nicer to his pa?
All right, Choo Choo's going to help too.
Going to help? Choo Choo, what are you doing here, though?
Well, in all the bustle, she somehow tagged along.
What are we gonna do? This isn't a game, Choo Choo. It's dangerous, so you should go back to the Yggdrasil. Okay, Choo Choo? Be a good girl now.
Choo Choo's not a good girl. I'm in that dangerous, rebellious age right now. And Choo Choo can help Choo. I'm going with all of you. Yeah? Yeah?
All right. Just don't come crying to me when things get out of hand.
So they call you Choo Choo also. Many of your friends live in this city. You want to go meet them later? Really? They're all here. Yay! I finally found them! Choo Choo's friends are here!
Backflip, front flip, side flip.
Now let's put everything into it. Everyone, we have to give it our best shot.
Here's the breakdown of the enemy gear units. As I have explained before, 4 separate units are each headed for their respective generators. From the information collected in Shevat, we have a good idea of the capabilities and composition of the gear units. However, there is one giant gear that they are holding back that we have no information about.
An unidentified giant gear. It can't be.
Allow me to put it on screen. This is... Akshen!
What's with that creepy gear? Do you know anything about it, Maria?
Akshen is the second gear my father designed. Sebjan's sister gear, but Akshen wasn't completed. Other than Sebjan, father didn't make any more. He was supposed to have burned the plans. So why is...
People of Shevat, hear me.
that voice? No, father!
I had heard some interesting rats had run into there. Just in time to test out Akchen. I can take you and Shavad out all at once. Hello, little rats. Come on out now. Come on, my cute little guinea pigs.
Why is father... Calm down, Maria. It does not mean that Dr. Nikolai is inside. But father's voice... Maria, get a hold of yourself. You intend to lose even before you fight, against the very people who made you suffer. But...
Well, that's fine. Let us consider our next move. We must repulse the gear forces and protect the generator. To do that, we should split into 4 teams and intercept the enemy. The 4 of us will attack independently and defend each generator to the death. The other 2 wait here. It is dangerous, but we cannot turn back now. If even one generator falls, it is a defeat for us all.
Maria, you wait here.
Please, Maria.
Okay, I understand.
Next, the formation of the enemy gear forces. At Generator 1, there are 2 small gears and a complement of Solaris troops. If you do not hit them fast and hard, you will get bogged down in a firefight. At Generator 2, there are 3 White Knights. They are very fast and maneuverable. At Generator 3, there is a large gear and a White Knight. Be careful, the large gear has some sort of special attack. And at Generator 4, there is a large gear and a White Knight. The large gear seems to be a powerhouse. So who will go to Generator 1? 2 small gears with some human troops for Generator 1. We're going to send Ellie after that in the Vierge. Generator 2. 3 White Knights. That are fast and highly maneuverable, huh? So there's two options for this to think about. I can either send gear that is just as fast and maneuverable, or I can send big tank gear, right? We'll send tank gear. We'll send Rico, I think. Generator 3 was the White Knight and the big gear that they said has some sort of special attack. So I'm going to want to send probably something that's high power, right? Maybe I'll send Satan to Generator 3 and then Faye to Generator 4? Or maybe Bart to Generator 3, because he could at least Wild Smile the big thing, the big gear, and try to prevent it from hitting him for big damage. And then we can take out the other stuff, right? Or alternatively, you know what? Let's just send Faye to this one and then send Satan to this one. Understood. The target assignments are Generator 1, Ellie. Generator 2, Rico. Generator 3, Faye. And Generator 4, myself. Are these assignments okay? Yeah, let's do it. Please hurry and get the preparations for the battle in order. Hold on, let me get ready. Got it. We've come this far, we're not going to get beaten now. But first, I would very much like to go buy some gear parts. I would really like to go buy some gear parts first. Also, make sure everything's tuned up as well. Upgrading that Heimdall. The Steer has not been upgraded for quite some time, so the time is now. I'm going to turn it into a big tank. Okay. Now we should be okay for the fight, I think. I'll do a quick save in the save room, though. Oh yeah, we should probably heal up everyone that's on foot at the moment, just in case. I don't think we have any on-foot battles coming up, but why not, while we're here. We can take a quick nap. They're not planning to attack us anytime soon. Everybody, go take a quick power nap. 2 hours. Honk shoe.
I came here too. The inside of the Yggdrasil smells like a men's locker room. I can't stand it anymore.
That's fair. That's fair, Margie. Now, there is one thing that I do remember from this section, and that's that the first battle should give us some nice drops that we can equip for one of the latter battles to make it a little easier for the last two battles, Battle 3 and 4, the ones with the big gears. The enemy is almost here. Are you ready now? Let's do it. Well, all right then. Those defending the generator should now depart in their gears.
Everyone, please be careful.
V-Rising is fun. Well, good for you. All right, let's start with generator number 1, which will be the Vierge. Do I want to check my equipment? Yes, sure. No, this all should be good. All right. Go get him, Ellie.
I don't have anything against you, but I can't turn back now.
Gear battle music time. How are these little guys doing that much damage? Ow. Ow, the guns, they hurt. And then she said, let there be air rods. Yeah, that's why I sent her for the AoE fight. Well done, Ellie. All right, so these items, the Silver AR and the Silver AR +1, are nice drops that should help us out in the gear battles number 3 and 4. We'll be sure to equip them. Generator 1, somehow still a choice to do the mission at, despite us just completing the mission. Actually, what happens if I press that? This enemy unit has already been driven back. Okay, fair enough. All right, Generator 2 will be Rico. I will check my equipment. Rico in the steer. Got a defense circuit. By the way, we can take a look at what the Silver ARs do. It is gel damage down. Because there is gel damage that enemies will be able to do to us, you know? Alright, let's just put an extra AR +5 on since I have those available. Just having him be big tanky should be fine for this.
I'll take you all down at once.
Haha! Haha! 0 damage! Yep, Rico was the right one to send. Ah, shoot. This is just going to be a fight of 0 damage for a while, apparently.
Your piddly little weapons can't bust through the armor of the steer.
I'm glad I went with the option of big tank rather than trying to meet them in speed. Because I cannot fail with big tank. Although the fight would have went way faster if I sent Satan at this one. But oh well. Daka, daka, daka. Looks like they didn't drop anything, huh? I thought all of these battles had drops. Maybe it's not guaranteed. Okay, so let's head to generator number 3, which is... Bay is where I stuck this one. So let's go ahead and equip. Okay, instead of beam jammer, a silver AR. I'll save the silver AR +1 for Satan. Light alloy wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, alright. Light alloy as well. Alright, I can do it. I'm ready anytime. Yeah, White Knight and Special Attack Dude are the last two things. Wait, that's 2 White Knights. I'm gonna have to take care of them kind of fast. Attack go up. Defense go down. Sonic attack? That's not your gel attack. That is why I made attack go up, so I could one-shot these guys. Hey, there's the gel attack. Even cutting it in half, it's still a lot of damage, jeez. Alright, we need a heal. Just in case that happened, we did the heal. Ah! Come on, you're almost dead. Let me finish you. There we go. All right, we're good. Ooh, we got a gold plate. Neat. All right, generator number 4 is the last one. We've got Citan there. I believe we want to equip a silver AR for him as well. Good thing we got 2 of them dropped. I will be your opponent. Come! You White Knight guys were really annoying against Faye, so I'm gonna boost. We're activating boosters and beating ass now. Defense down. No! Yeah, okay. Being in boost is way faster against this thing. Well, especially because I'm Citan. Oh, God! Especially since I'm using Citan and he's already fast. Okay, that was a lot of damage on that hit. 4,000? Seems a bit much. Okay, we're good. Victory. We got a noise filter. We did it! All 4 gate generators are safe. Yeah, but what about Big Red over there?
Okay, it's ready. So the last one is this. What's Oxen gonna do next? Shivat's gear forces. Beat it! This ain't an opponent for you!
Yamada! Oh, well. Astolfo's penis is delicious.
The gay generators are safe, happy, pride.
Thanks for the 69 bits.
God damn it, I'm gonna mess you up!
Why? Why is this?
So you can be test subjects for this guy.
What?
This ain't good.
Oxen's new weapon, the anti-gear Psycho Jammer. What? Weltall won't move!
Virge isn't responding either.
Is this his doing?
And could this be?
The gear's response circuits are acting strange because of a strong shock. Don't worry, it's only momentary.
That much time is more than enough to erase you from the face of this earth. Humans are an imperfect, foolish life form. I will show the greatness of a perfect life form. Oxen, the combination of human wisdom and the strength of steel. Man, this guy's joining the Mechanicus, apparently. All glory to the Omnisaya. Chat, praise the Omnisaya. At this rate, I can't do anything. Are you saying we have to just sit here and take it? That is not what I mean. Maybe Maria could.
Oxen and Sister Gear Sebjan. So it's normal for there to be an anti-jamming shield.
Listen, Maria. If the other gear becomes immobile, you and Sebjan are our only hope. You are full of spirit. You can decide what to do yourself.
More than that, I don't want to say it, but your father's no longer in there.
Stop it! You wouldn't know! Even though it may be, to me...
I see. Oh well, might as well expect the worst then.
I'm sorry. I'm going. What are you saying, Choo Choo? So please let me go along. It's no problem. The gods will look after us. Let's go. Choo Choo?
It's okay, the little furry mascot creature. She'll save us. Right? By the way, for those wondering, I think Sebjan is the German word for Was it 7? No, not 7. Shit, I don't remember much German. It's a number. I know it's a number. I don't know what number. Any Germans in the stream that can correct me? 17. Hey, I had one of them right. And I'm almost guaranteed pronouncing these names completely wrong. Because I do not know any German beyond, like, a couple words I've heard here and there. So you know.
No, Choo-Choo, don't! Leave it up to me, Maria. No sweat.
What is with this astronomically unintellectual looking low-level animal?
Don't you be rude to me. I'm not a low-level animal. I'm Choo-Choo.
Yeah, it's 17 and 18. From Dragon Ball Z, the Cell Saga. Well, I guess before the Cell Saga, the Android Saga, but, same thing.
Well, let's get ready to rumble, you bad boy. Get your butt ready to be kicked across the other end of the horizon.
Oh my god, she's going super chewin'. Wait, Choo-Choo, since when could you become a kaiju?
I did it! I did the big transformation!
So hey, guess what? Choo-Choo is a beast. Zero fucking damage. For a low-class, low-level life form, you're pretty good.
I'm not a low-level life form. I'm Choo-Choo. Don't be a bad loser. If you want to apologize, you'd better do it while you still can.
Die, you pathetic animal! Die! Oh no, we're doing German here. That just means the, you pathetic animal, the.
Ouchie! That hurt.
Choo-Choo learned Maiden's Kiss.
Mwah. Choo-Choo!
I see. You're a giant native life form of this planet. You're not a young Rancor. Species name, Doteska Chupolin. Intellect, astronomically low. They still haven't gone extinct yet. But through genetic engineering, they're supposed to have been minimized in size. Probably one of the survivors that had their limiters removed by the wise man from Shivat. Intriguing. You would make an excellent guinea pig. I'll use you for many experiments.
Big Sister Maria! Midori? No, you shouldn't be here. It's dangerous, so get back inside. Calling your father. What? No. It's not. That scary thing over there. Sebden!
Meatery, you're too green. Hey, but I'm.
Oh my god, look at her Naruto run. That's how you know she's serious. Sebden! I'm sorry, I'm late. Let's go. Solaris's enemy is waiting. Sebden, sally forth!
By the way, I like the offhand comment that apparently all the choo-choos at one point were all kaiju-sized massive monsters.
Sebden! Is that Maria?
It's true that I'm Maria Balthazar. But you... Who are you?
Of course it is I, Nikolai. Look at this, Maria, the results of my research. This huge, powerful, forever shining body. There will be no aging, no death. I have been reborn as a new breed.
I loved my father in those days when he was human. His warm smile. I wanted him to stay by my side forever.
Maria, you are my daughter. You know just how foolish humans can be. You don't need to perish alongside with these feeble humans. Now come, Maria. Start a new life with me. We can rule over the galaxy as father and daughter.
Obi-Wan told me about what you did to my father.
No, Maria. I am your father. We shall begin a new chapter in life. Let us build a bright future together. I will be by your side and protect you this time for sure. I promise you.
Father. Sebden!
Sebden. What, you dare stand against me, your creator?
This is... Sebden!
Interesting. Then I will take you on. I'll show you just how great Nikolai is, and the power of the Oxen. Come now, Sebden.
He's more machine now than man.
Oxen, I will defeat you! Sebden, let's go!
Now, you would think that the later version, the later model, would be superior to the first model, right? By the way, do we have anything interesting we can do? Missile pods. But that's it.
Rocket-powered fists. Mega hammer.
The later model used too much AI in touchscreens, that's fair. Dyna, fight! Finger guns. Maria, can you hear me? I'm going to release your graviton cannon from its seal by remote control. Use that to defeat me.
Father, have you come to your senses? But no, I can't do that. The graviton cannon, you yourself had it sealed up because of its destructive power. Father, if I use that on you...
Fire! It doesn't matter. Nikolai no longer exists. Before I was brainwashed by Solaris, I implanted a conscience circuit in Akshan. This would respond and activate in the presence of Sebgen. My message is coming from there. And during the battle, I transferred all my data from there to Sebgen. I may have lost my body, but my spirit is within Sebgen. No, it's with you, Maria. Now and forever.
I can't bring myself to do it. Wait, Sebgen, don't. I can't control it. Father, are you doing this? Please, don't make him shoot.
Do it, Maria. Become a JRPG protagonist and kill your own father.
Father!
Maria, I will always be with you, now and forever. Robo Kick learned. Wizardry Ring gained. We finally got the Wizardry Ring. I've been waiting for that.
Father.
Yeah, it's kind of intense asking your 13-year-old daughter to kill her own father. But what can you do? Surely they couldn't have just delayed for another minute or two until the jamming device that was preventing the other gears from moving wears off and let someone else do the dirty work. No siree, that would be too easy.
Thank you, everyone. The generator is repaired, and the gate is developing as usual. And Maria, you did very well. It is quite regretful about Dr. Nikolai. Solaris put the doctor through all of that. We must defeat them as soon as possible and restore freedom. Yes.
Queen Zephyr, we will also fight to bring down Solaris. To start with, where is Solaris, though? How do we get there?
Solaris is hidden by human eyes by 3 gates. One of the gates is under the Ethos HQ, but it is unreachable even with gears. I do not know where the other two are yet. Until we destroy the 3 gates, the path to Solaris will not open. In addition, we have received some disturbing news. Ave has invaded Nissan.
What? Shakan.
Their target is probably somewhere in the Earth. The secret royal treasure of Ave, an Omnigear sealed up by Rani Fatima.
Damn it. This is no time to hesitate. I'm going to Nissan. We can't let Shakan have his way. I see. I can't leave Nissan to its fate. Okay, first we'll head to Nissan.
Your ship has now been equipped with an aerial module. Originally, it was the ship used by Bart's ancestor, Roni. Make free use of it. Could you take me along with you? I have but one request. Faye, please take Maria along with you. This child, since her youth, has been destined with no choice but to fight. Until she settles her own fights, she will not be able to move on with her life. Go, Maria, and find your purpose in life on your own.
I got it. Let's go together, Maria. We're friends from now on. You and Sebzen too. We've become friends with Maria.
One of the sages, Gaspar, has returned. Gaspar is the one who taught martial arts to Khan and Wise Man. I'm sure he will be able to teach you new techniques that will be of help to you on your journey. I have already told Gaspar. Before you leave, you should learn from him.
Understood. Okay, let's go, everyone.
Welcome back, Gaspar. What of Balthazar or Melchior?
No, I have not seen them ever since. And besides, Your Majesty, I came here to watch over them so that they do not make the same foolish mistakes again.
Your Majesty, the Omnigear underground is moving. The girl named Ellie was nearby and it reacted to her. It's just as I thought.
It's a matter of course, but the girl doesn't intend to ride it, just like her. She knows it unconsciously, the existence within her.
She was the same as Sophia. My apologies.
No, I don't mind. I'm not him.
Well then, I'll go take a look at their limiters.
Faye and the group had Gaspar remove a part of the limiter inserted in their genes. Yes, and then Choo-Choo and her friends got together and rejoiced over their safety. It was natural for them to have a party, and their sweet, dangerous night went on and on. Just like a never-ending dream. No, let's save that for another time. That's a whole other story.
Faye, where are you going, Choo, without me? Choo-Choo will go anywhere, even to the end of the world with you. Choo-Choo's maidenly pure heart is only for you.
All right. So one thing I want to point out is that we have now reached the part of the game that I like to call the unfinished part. So, everything up to now has been pretty darn polished, well put together. We're going to start seeing some corner cutting, like what we just saw there, where instead of actually talking to the people and having the scenes play out, we just got some text. That kind of thing is going to happen a little bit from now on until the end of the game, because, to be perfectly honest, Xenogears is a bit of an incomplete game. It's pretty obvious that time or money or both started running out, and so they had to just finish up as much as they could and put out a product and try and make some money off of it. And so that does mean that there's some incomplete parts, unfortunately. Wonder if it was also size issues? No. And the reason I can say no is because there were games coming out on 4 fucking discs, and Xenogears was only a 2-disc game. You know, if a Final Fantasy game can have 4 discs worth of size, I think that, you know, they could have put out a 2-disc game, or even a 3-disc game, and have it be a complete Xenogears game instead of being a little more incomplete. So, because they kind of glossed over it a little bit, one thing that happened now that we are at this point and got our limiters removed by Gaspar, again, they really gloss over it, but is pretty big, is that we have now unlocked our next tier of death blows for everyone. Yay! Which is, I believe, the final tier of death blows. And that means we can go out into the world and learn the rest of those death blows. And to help with that, if I take a quick look at our new accessory we just got, the Wizardry Ring, Death Blow Learning Rate Up. I believe this doubles the rate at which you learn death blows, or triples. I can't remember which. Might be triples. So that'll help a lot. That'll help a whole lot with making sure that we can learn them quickly. Wait a second. Where's my speed stuff at? Could have sworn I had some speed increase stuff. Oh well, it's okay. I can always go buy some. But anyway, the Wizardry Ring is extremely, extremely nice to have on Faye specifically over anyone else. Because like I said before, and this is only something I learned years later, basically I learned this from hearing people talk about the game, and I've learned a few things I didn't know, is that Faye learns death blows way slower than everyone else. I mean, that's kind of obvious, though, when you like compare how fast Citan learned a bunch of death blows. He learned like 6 in the time it took Faye to learn 1. So, Wizardry Ring is best on Faye. It's good on anyone, really, and majorly cuts down the amount of battles that you are gonna need to do to learn the death blows. In addition to that, because we had our limiters removed, we can now do more attacks. I think we can do 7 now instead of 6. Our 6 went to 7. 6, 7! Okay, enough of that. As was said before, we can now fly into Yggdrasil, which is really nice. And that means we now have access to everything in the world, pretty much. Now, as for our plans and what to do. So I've been waiting for the Wizardry Ring. Specifically for the wizardry ring so that I would then be able to go out and do a little bit of grind and learn the death blows for everybody, which will probably take a bit of time, so I'll be doing that off camera. So no need to worry about that. The only other thing I could think for us to do before heading to Nissan is to just make sure we're equipped. Double checking things like our character equipment, our gear equipment, making sure Billy has ammo, all those things, right? All useful. Hi there, fellas. What's going on? Never thought it'd turn out like that. I was scared to death. We restored the Yggdrasil to perfection, and it can fly any time. How could Solaris do such a terrible thing? Damn it. It's unbearable to see the genius Dr. Nikolai ending his life like that. It was amazing. I was so impressed. As long as Maria and you guys are with us, we have the power of 1,000 gears. We gave it our all to fix the gears in the Yggdrasil. At this rate, we can beat Solaris in one shot. Maybe. Maybe. ... Going down. Also, before anything, I'm gonna change my my teammates up a little bit. Specifically, remove Maria from the team. So the biggest problem I have with Maria as a team member is, of course, that when she is on foot, she only has spells available to her. If you do anything that's not spells, then she does no damage or anything at all, right? Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna take the econometer off of her for now. And give her something. Sure, have this holy pendant. Enjoy. Back then, Square didn't want the game to take 5 years to develop, and that's fair. You know what? Maybe they should have kept that philosophy. How long did Final Fantasy 13 take to develop? I mean, Final Fantasy 15 take to develop again? It was gonna be Final Fantasy 13. That's how long it took to develop. So a good, like, 10 years or so. I'd rather games took more time to come out lately. Rather than take more time to come out, I think it would be better if they lowered the scope of games a little bit in some fashion. Usually around, like, graphical fidelity and such. I think if they did that, they could release more games than one every like 6 years, right? And I think if indie game developers have proven anything, it is that super realistic, giga quality graphics are not nearly as important as these game companies think they are. After all, Mina the Tunneler, or the Hollower, I mean, just came out, and it looks like a Game Boy Color Legend of Zelda game. And people are loving it. They're sitting there like, this is my favorite game of the year. And it looks like a game from 1998 or something like that on the Game Boy Color. Actually, even earlier than that, it'd be like 1994 or 95. Hold on, I'm gonna Google. When did Link's Awakening release? 1993. Because, boy, it looks a lot like Link's Awakening. I mean, it's got a little more graphical fidelity to it, but, you know, it looks a lot like Link's Awakening. Either that or like Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, like one of the handheld Zelda games. You know, people would bitch forever if it was AAA. I don't think they would. Well, they would bitch forever if it had a AAA price tag on it. How's that? Which, I mean, these companies are proving you really, these indie companies especially, are proving you really, really, really don't need a AAA price tag on your games if the scope and cost of creating your games aren't so ridiculously high due to, like, a massive investment in graphical fidelity, right? Make a fun game. It can be sprites if you want it to be, and give it a price that is reasonable for what you're offering. And then there you go. That's all you need. Mina the Hollower has sold in 1 day of being available almost 500,000 copies, according to what I saw earlier today. And guess what? Based on the visual clarity and, you know, its sprites and stuff, I have a feeling it didn't cost all that much money to develop that game. I think a few 100,000 sales probably turned a profit, more than recouped the costs, right? Just seems like a good idea to me to... You can still be a big AAA company, right? Think of it like this. What if Square Enix had a couple of teams? One team is developing your big giga AAA whatever thing that costs $1 billion and takes 10 years to come out. Your next mainline Final Fantasy. And then the other team is putting out a new game every year, maybe every 2 years, that's much smaller in scope and more like these things. Like the Mina the Hollowers of the world. And they come out and they're $20, $30. That would probably work pretty darn well. I don't think people would be upset by that. And technically they do that. The problem is that they're putting all of the talent in that stuff, the like indie game level stuff, they're using it to make mobile games that flop, mobile gacha games that flop within a year and get shuttered. But the hope is that for the first couple months, they get to squeeze as much money out of the whales as possible. And I'm not sure how well that does for them. I would think it's probably not that great, considering Square Enix has been, behind closed doors, Square Enix is scrambling about how much fucking money they're losing. Don't tell anyone. But they're really, really not having a great time of it the past while, except for Final Fantasy XIV, which is literally carrying the company on its shoulders. So maybe they should change tax. I feel like if they did what I suggested and were like, hey, how about we have this team that is completely dedicated to putting out a new indie tier game every year or two, and it's $20 to $30 when it comes out. I think that would be a nice little... Sure, it's not going to make the giga money, but it's a good chunk of change into your coffers. It'll pay for the next game. It'll pay for itself and then some, right? Anyway, the only reason that doesn't happen is because CEOs need all of the money, all of the time, and they need it right now. And if you don't give them all of the money, then they're not happy or satisfied in any way, shape, or form with the product. And they need new product. The operations are now a bit different from the previous Yggdrasil, so you will have to learn the workings all over again.
Yes, I'll try my best.
We can fly! We can also get clipped inside of the area here. Shit, I'm pressing buttons to try and figure out what the new controls are. Hey you, dude. The operations have changed a little, so I gotta study them all over again. You wanna see my notes? Yeah. Okay, triangle is the accelerator. If you press directional buttons, up is down and down is up, as expected. Left and right are the same. When you want to turn quickly, press L1 for left and R1 for... No. L1 for port and R1 for starboard. This is a ship, sir. Use the proper terminology. You can reverse with R2. Square button brings us back to the bridge, and the circle is the landing button. But note, there are places where you cannot land, such as mountains and forests. But then again, that was the same conditions the Yggdrasil had when it was a sand cruiser. I can't wait until I become a fully fledged helmsman. Yay! Let's fly just a little bit real quick. Yay! We can fly! So hey. We're gonna come out here real quick just to see if... well, what happens to live up here in the polar ice caps, guys? Does anybody know? The answer is this horrifying thing. At least that's one of the things that's up here. Not what I was looking for. Stop blocking, damn you.
Golem.
Do I need some ether power here? Hame! Hame!
Hey.
Huh. Fuck it, air rods, go. Shoo, there we go. Finally got enough damage in there to break through its defenses. They don't have a lot of health, though, at the very least. Now that's not what I was looking for, though. In the future, I think I'll just run away from the golem if it shows up again. There we go. That's what I was looking for up in the frozen wastes. A dragon. That's right, punch it right in its butthole. So, the reason I was looking for Dragon is because it's got a nice equipment drop that it has a chance of dropping. Hopefully it'll drop it in one go because these things are pretty tanky. They have a lot of HP on them. Nice 0 damage, idiot. Hey, a devil dress. All right. We got one. We got one. So I remember this being a nice little equipment upgrade that we can get at this point in the game. There we go. Better than the war mail. Unfortunately, only women can wear it, and there's only one other girl on this team, being Maria, and I don't plan on having her come out here and fight outside of her mech, really, so that's pretty much the only one we needed. Yay! And also, this means that if we want to, we can easily explore all the other places we couldn't before, like this little island or archipelago over here, etc., etc. We can land, like it said, anywhere that's not directly a mountain or a forest, right? All right, so I think we're actually going to leave off here, because like I said before, this is, now that we have the wizardry ring, this is a good time for me to do some off-camera grinding just to learn some death blows. Don't worry, we're not gonna come back to this and then be at level like 7,000 or anything like that. No need to worry there. So we'll still be in about the same level range. We'll just know more moves and I'll be able to show them off next time. But for now, thank you very much for watching today, everybody. Appreciate it. If you are enjoying Xenogears, then come back in the next Xenogears stream for more Xenogears. Yay! But for now, have a great rest of your night, everyone, and I will see you later. Good night, everybody, and thanks again for watching. Bye!